Hello YouTube, Great RJ1 here, and I'm back today playing more Roblox. Today I'm playing a race game, so it's a I'll leave the link to it in the description. Anyway, it's a NASCAR game. I've gotten sort of into NASCARs since my last Roblox video. So I know there's NASCAR Daytona. Now I do play it, but it just lags for me, so that's why I don't really play it. Now sometimes, mainly because it always freezes me, which I like to say is lagging, but yeah, you probably understand. So take this turn. Basically just did it every seconds, so it's not or at least every 10 seconds or 20 or minutes. So normally, first I normally make quick work of the other races. I think I'm in last right now because I was sitting at this recording. It's made me end up in last. So I don't know. I might be in first. No, I don't think so, because I just saw this racer. Hey, racer! So, yep, I most certainly will not make this. Not into the top 3 at least. Or I might. Oh. Oi. I never mean to take the pits. I never take the pits, so that's why it's... Oh, if you take the pits, you don't get the lap. You do not want to take the pits. So, now I always race as a purple number 1. Mainly because number 1 is my favourite number, if you didn't know. So, although if it was blue, then that would also be my favourite colour, light blue really. Charlotte's a better track to race on than Dover. Now Dover's actually from the Nascar 2005 games, so I think this game's actually based off the Nascar 2005 game, because everything just seems to be like it. Normally I'm always at that where that green one started. With the last race I went behind, and then this race I was in front again, but still, yeah. Now I'll see if I can keep a strong lead for 5 laps. Now I have practiced on this track in free play. This is the race mode. If you want me to do more of the race mode, I will. The race mode servers are sometimes broken, but it's still in development, so just expect them to be broken every now and then. I'll leave the link to it in the description. However, they're more free to me though. However, the race ones, although they're less freedom, they are more fun. I prefer the racing one than free play. Oh, I nearly lost that. I was sort of drifting then. So, I could tell I was going slightly onto my side, so race along. Why doing that? Take this turn. Right. Oh, I stayed on the turn for a bit because I didn't want to. Well, yeah. I wanted to stay on the turn for a bit so I didn't spin out. I wanted to stay near the wall. That's what I meant by staying on the wall for a bit. I'm actually coming up. Yep, I think I'm about to. I've had a strong lead this whole race, haven't I? Nobody's passed me, I don't think. That's what normally happens. Yep, I'm first. You see what I mean by make quick work of the races. So I like to race on the easier tracks mainly because they're more simple and easier to race on. Because some of the other tracks are that complicated, you do not want to race on them. Because that's how complicated they are. I don't really like it when it's like that, but still. Right, now I've got to keep this a strong lead. It's a bit harder to do on this racetrack because the bigger it is, the less laps there are. So, if it's really big, there'll be 3. If it's like the small, it will be like 5. The smaller the track, the more laps there'll be. The bigger the track, the less laps there'll be. So, if you want to have less laps, then you probably want to race on the big tracks, because there it will be. Oh, don't take the pits. There. That was stressful. If I took the pits, I would have had to do that lap again. And then I would have lost my place in first place because I would have had to redo the race. So, when the turns are like this tight, you don't want to speed up. You want to slow down on them, otherwise you won't be able to make it. I look behind me to make sure there's no racers close to me, otherwise, because then I know they'll probably, because they are going to try and catch up to me, and if they're really close, then I want to try and get a good speed to get away from them. However, all the cars race at the same speed, so they race at least 196, which is what I was just at. Right, I'm going to try and get to 196. There, I'm at 196 max speed. Right, slowing down. Oh, this will cost me the race. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Speed up, speed up. Oh, he spun out. That's good, that's good. I still have a chance. That's crash costed me the race. Otherwise, I would have not made it. Otherwise, I would have lost my place in first. You know, if you came first because of that. However, I'm catching up to 9 gummies, so I'm beating up. Sorry, I nearly said beating up. I'm catching up to 9 gummy. When I said beating up, I did not mean to say that. I'm going to try and get to 20 wins. Once I've got to 20 wins, I'll end the video. So, that's like the only track that's good to race on. Because that one you need to go slow on turns. That one's too complicated because it's one of the roads tracks. And yeah. I think this is the one I was just stunned. You always want to respawn your car in case it's broken. Oh, this is Mardsville. Oh, this is going to be a difficult. You'll see how I'll be going at a slower speed than I should be going on this track. Because for this, the track's bigger. I mean, it's very tiny. It's a hard track to race on, so. But you see what I mean by the smaller the track, the more laps there are, so. Even though this track's tiny, it's a hard one to race on because of how small it is. You can only really go 40 miles per hour max, otherwise you'll spin out. Or 100 miles per hour max at most. So if you don't go if you go over those speeds, you're pretty much going to spin out. which is why I'm going really slow. Now you can go through the cars, so that's a nice thing. I don't have too much competition right now, so there's only 3 more people in. There's only 3 people in the game right now, so yeah, I'm gonna try and get to 20 wins. I think that's a good number. Well, I just got to do 3 more laps. Shouldn't be too hard with this size map. So they're both spinning out because of the speed they're going at. They're going too fast on the turns. This is why I don't like to race on Widsville. If it was a lot bigger, I'd be more happier racing on it. I think this game's based off the Nascar 2005 game. I think I already said that because there's one of the racetracks there and it's Dover. And Dover's in this game, so yeah, that glitch happens if you're not careful, and I'll probably be the only one that makes it if he doesn't make it. Go on blue car, you can do it, you just got to do that last lap. You got 7 seconds, there you. I don't think he was on the same lap. I think it's only certain racetracks they allow you to get, if you're lapped behind, they still allow you to get in, they still allow you to get into place. I think that's only if there's the amount of people there are with the top 3. I think it only does it with minus 3, I don't know. Charlotte. I think that's what it's called, at least, Charlotte. We've got to try and do Charlotte, but she looks like she's ready to race. I, however, do not. I look like Yoda. Many people mistake me as Baby Yoda, but yeah. Whose name, by the way, is Grogu, so. Right, race. Let's go. Why am I don't know why I had mud on me then. The mud trail. Right, now this is one of the big tracks, but they're not that big. I think if it's the super speed race, like I said, it's depending on the size. It's size comparison. So this track's big, but it's not big, if you understand. Like, it's a good sized racetrack, but it's not like the Florida International Speedway from cars. Slash the Florida 500. Which I've been going around this game, seeing what tracks look more like it. It was one similar to this. There was like a Ferris wheel. I think if you play this game, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. That track seemed closest. Now I did come across another track that seemed like it, but it was very small, and I thought, yeah, this doesn't really feel like a Florida 500, but it did for like a couple laps. So I'm trying to not go too fast, or that will happen. That wasted a lot of durability on my top right tyre, so which is my front white tyre. If you all look on that, from here it's top right, but if you're looking here, it's front white. I think I'm still in first, so because I haven't seen any racers pass me, so you can pretty much race on this track at max speed. It's not really much. It's not really much speed. There's no like speed limit with this one. Normally, there's always going to be a type of speed limit. So, if you want me to do more of this racing thing on the channel, on this game, do let me know, because I could, if you wanted to, I could try and do one like every month. Now, of course, oh, never mind. Okay, so they all made it. I came first though, so you'll most likely see people with the number 0 for their wins, like these people. So, not him, he's wins. I've won 14 times. Let's go to that track. It's a lot. That track's one of the easier tracks. I'm going just by what tracks are easy and what tracks are harder. If I've played them, of course. I can't rate them if I haven't played them. So I haven't raced on all the tracks yet. However, I have raced on all the dirt ones, so they're not very easy to drive on the dirt ones. This one's similar to the Florida 500, but it's not like it. So I do not want him to win. I want to get to the 20 laps before I end the video, because otherwise it's pretty much game over not doing it. I'm at max speed already. Oh, he's going to probably spin out on this, or I will at least. Okay, he's taken the lead. I've got to hope he spins out, because in this because all cars go at the same speed. It's not who's faster, it's about who's smarter. So if I can just wait for him to spin out, I then can get ahead of him. He's the only one that's getting in my way, so take the turns sharply. Right, I'm trying to take the turns very sharp, so I'm going to try and take turns sharply. Okay, this one I can't really do too sharp, otherwise I'll spin out. Yeah, that was a glitch then, so come on, come on, come on. Oh, that made me take the lead, but I crashed just as I take the lead, so I'm probably going to end up in 3rd because of that race. I don't know where he went. Oh, he went into the pits and crashed. I'm not going to make it in 1st place, unfortunately. I know I'm not going to, because this would be the last lap for me in that race. We only survived 1 lap before he got rid of us. There are 2 laps if you don't count it, if you go by, you know. So I'll try and get to 20 laps. If I fail a lot of times, I'll try and do 15 laps. That's what I was trying to think of the number. Ah! Or nearly, that nearly turned into like one of my stories saying, you do not want to take the pits, otherwise you will actually lose. So I didn't come 3rd. I did come 3rd, didn't I? Or 2nd. That's completely wrong. You all saw me. I got ahead, and then the other car came. I got ahead of the other cars. Then the other car came, then it ended, so I'm just going to say I came 3rd that time. Charlotte. That's Disney World Speedway. It's a very small one, and it's hard to control with, so really, you picked one of the hard tracks. Some of the tracks are that hard, I don't like racing on them. This is one of those hard tracks, so I don't like racing on them. When the more laps they are, you know it's going to be small and hard. Come on, I don't want to lose this because I'm recording a video. If I lose to you, it's your fault. No, it isn't. It's just I'm just eager to get to the 20 laps because I want to get to at least 15 laps. I'm at 14 right now. I at least want to get to 15 laps before I end the video. Oh, no, I'm probably not going to make it into the top 3. I'm taking the turns too fast. I'll try and take them slower. So slow down. Never take the... If it's a small track, don't take the turns too fast because they're going to be sharp. So do keep that in mind. the smaller the track, the tighter the turns. So if the track's small, then it's because then that means the turns will be very tight. So you do not want to lose on the tight turns. Now, I'm going to at least make it in the top 4 because there's only 4 people here. 2 of them haven't won. What me and that other guy have. I just spin out. Hopefully that I wasn't in 3rd. Otherwise I'm in last. Now another person just joined, but he wasn't in the race. Unless one of them was a joiner, then I'm probably in 3rd. But I think it's unlikely, so I want to make it to 3rd. I want to try and get to 3rd place at most. If you really want me to see this many laps, then you might. Yeah, I don't know. You could just hit the like button if you want. I would say the subscribe button, but then because I don't force people to, I wouldn't say that. And I won't force you to hit the like button either, but it's just if you want to say. I wonder how many of these people are just cheering for me. Right, I'm trying to take the straights. Now I'm going to try and take the straights fast, but the turns slow. That way I can at least catch up to people. This one's a tight turn. So I got 20. Yeah, I managed to do Charlotte in 25 seconds. So I don't think I'll be able to do this style track in about 10 seconds. I came 3rd. So you did well, whoever won. Oh, it was you. You did well. Well done. 671 wins. Wow. I'd rather do this one. You really want to pick the complicated tracks, don't you? It's a road track. If you don't know what that means, it's basically all curvy worthy. It's like the only one that's out there. So I actually raged on this track, and I never actually raced on it because I raged that much. I just got to remember to not take this turn, but the turn coming up right about. Yeah, I am recording this. Sometimes I just record for memories, and right about now. Right. I took it. So, I know I'm kind of skipping turns, but I try to stay on the track, but people sometimes cheat and don't take the turns. I'll have to do this 3 more times. This is a track I'm not good at because I really don't like tracks that are the hard and complicated ones. If you want challenging tracks, then you want to do the short tracks. They're the challenging ones. I just hope they add this track in as a just overall track, because that's what this game really needs. Otherwise I could get really mad because of it. Now, many people seem to always go through the cones thinking, oh, I can just go through here, but you can't because there's a wall blocking them. So I prefer it if it was just, we would have done 3 laps already if it wasn't, if we didn't have to do that road. I never got this far, so I'm a bit confused on what I'm supposed to do. I'm stuck. Oh, I'm just going to wait until they get the winners. How are you supposed to do that? They really created an impossible track. I think you're meant to go through there, around there, and then you just do the whole loop. Creators, if you're watching this, could you just make the, could you like copy this track but just make it a complete oval, not with nothing, with no curved challenges, because that would be a lot easier, because I'm not used for the tracks being like this. I never raced on the tracks like this, unless you count the Cars 3 game I play. Then those ones are a bit more easy to control. So we can do one. Just wait until the race ends. We just see the racers come by. Or two, I just pause the video until the lap's finished. I think I'll do half. If I'll see all the racers go by for a bit, and then I'll pause the video. I might do that. There's got to be a way I can get back. I've got something. I wanted something. I'm sort of trapped. If I can just get out of being in this. Come on, I got to roll through. Come on. Come on, I can do it. If you think I can get out of this, then yeah. I just need enough speed to get out of this situation. I have a feeling these laps will be long laps. I finally see another racer. I'm making progress. I'm sort of making progress now. Yep, I'm not making progress anymore. It said I need help, I'm stuck. I don't think any of them's actually going to give help, but still, it was worth it. It was worth a shot. Come on. Come on. Come on. I'm really angry right now. I'm really angry right now because it's going to take them like at least another 2 years just to complete this track. I've never completed this track before, and I'm probably never going to because of how the creators built this. And this is officially my least favourite track because it's actually that. It's so much of my least favourite. I don't even want it in the game because it's that complicated. I'll need to give it like half a star because of how complicated it is. But still. Come on. Come on. Come on, do it. Right, and you can't even jump out your car. So what am I supposed to do while I'm racing? What do I do? But I think it would be a nice thought if they added the Game Pass cars even into the racing modes, because the game, you can only drive the Game Pass cars in free play, and I actually hope they add it into the race modes. Oh, there goes one. There's only 2 races on the track right now, I think, so it is going to take them a while to get to my level if I keep on doing the winning. If I fail another time, I'll only try to make it to 15 wins. So, when I say fail, I mean like either get stuck or lose, so. But if I don't, then yeah. But if I do fail again, I'll try to get it to the next number of wins. So it could be 19, 20, 16, 17, 18. It could be one of those 5 numbers. Can the race just end already? Hang on. I just put in slash reset. Basically, if there's enough people voting for it, it will reset the game because I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it within this, so. Oh wait, that's going to end when this ends, so. Charlotte. I think that's not the same track, but I won't race on it because I'm worried if it is. I don't want to race on the track that, yeah. Right, I've just respawned. My god, now I just gotta go. How am I? Should I switch to the number 9 Mesa? Because they always seem to get a good head start. Unless it's that person, but I don't understand. If I come behind you again, then he just wants to reset the game every time. At least, well, I am winning, but still. Well, he was on that racer that was in the grounds just then. It's either he just wants to reset the game, or he was stuck in the grounds. If you do get stuck in the ground, just respawn your vehicle, because you do have a limited time before the race actually starts, and you can respawn your vehicle. So, yep, I think I'm going to win this. I have got a strong lead anyways. Anyways, whenever I like get up on the wall of the racetrack on accident, I like to think it's my car was trying to like do the thing that Doherty's jumping over the cars. So, which was also what Cruz did. So, that's pretty much. I was only wanting to play the NASCAR games because, of course, just wanting to see what NASCAR games are out there, and there aren't many good NASCAR games out there, yet alone there's not many out there. I didn't find many NASCAR games that would have seemed very good by their front cover pictures, by their thumbnails, so. And some of them were just Formula, they weren't NASCARs, and it was, that's not what I searched, or was looking for, so. Anyways, I think I've won this. So that's 15 wins, so I'll carry on. So I came first, he came second, who's run the last couple races he has, so I think it was about time for him to come second, so. Because he's a difficult one to try and win against. And if anything, you pretty much don't want to race against him because he won't stop with his racing with himself. Oh, it's Disney World. I thought it was the Daytona one. I was so mad because many people were voting for the Disney World, and even though that's a hard one as well, I got really mad because I thought it was a Daytona. So, right, I always respawn my vehicle beforehand, because at least then, yep, he won't be able to race. So I think this race will be a good fast race. This is the one I was talking about. This is the one that looks like the Florida 500. I didn't think it would be able to get into this video. So it's the Texas racetrack. Okay. I know which racetrack it is now. But if you'd like to see me playing this game with a friend like Theo, who had quit his YouTube, but I'm sure he'd be okay doing a video with me. So I'm currently in third, well second now, but I do not want to make the video too long nor too short. That's why I'm just saying I'll do 20 laps, and if I fail again, then just to the next number. But if I do feel like I can do it to 20 laps before, you know, then I will try and do the 20 laps. So if you think I can do the 20 laps, then just keep on going on. And tell me who you think's going to win with this one. And if I do free play, it will have to be with a friend, because yeah, not many people actually go to free play. They always go to the race mode. So every track you go to free play on, you're unlikely to find anybody. You're pretty much going to always be the only one there. So it's really hard to come by people on it. So right, I'll just go around here. Oh, he wants me to accept his friend's request. I might do it later, I might not. Who knows? I don't know why he sent me a friend's request. I'm a bit confused. But I've also been trying to do a video on a game for a couple of days, and I've not been able to do it because somebody always came along and did something copyrighted or said a swear word, and none of them are allowed on my channel anymore. At least the copyright isn't. I'm gonna go to Puno. So I was going to do Texas again, but then more people was thinking Puno, so and I don't think that would have been fair. Right. Now that's sort of the lead I get. That's sort of what I'm normally leaded to, so I'm just going to say that. I think if I win this, I'll carry on if I win this and trying to get to 20 laps. So tell me who you think's going to win. I'm distracted about all the people that will have been joined throughout this video. That's why I don't take the turns too that fast. At least not that turn. I've got to try and back out and then go forwards. I think this he's done 60 laps. I'm not catching up to that anytime soon. I'll have to do 3 more 15s. And I don't think that will be happening anytime soon. I can't get any faster because I'm at max speed right now, and all the racers will probably be at max speed right now. That's if they haven't spun out. Oh. So I don't know what place I'm in. It would be nice if they tell you what place you're in. That's something I'm really wanting for them to be added. At least then you know what place you're in, and you think, oh, I'm not. So you don't think you're in a different place from what you actually are. At least then you don't get mad if you like from what happened earlier. I'm in the video. I've got to do 4 more laps Well, not 4 more, but 2 more still. I've got to do it 2 more times. I was shocked because I took the pit on accident. So now I'm lapped. I'm lapped now, so. Yeah, I think he needs either more, like if it's the same amount of people in the survey, I think there needs to be an extra one from that half, so for it to change, or all everybody else in the server has to go. It's never happened to me before, so that's one. Not again. I think the only thing the pit's good for is if you need to change your tyres, which they are losing a bit of durability on. I know durability is morely for Minecraft, but still. That lapped thing causes me the race, didn't it? I'm not going to be able to do that in 10 seconds. I'm not going to be able to do this track in 10 seconds. It takes me at least a minute to complete, or 30 seconds. I think nobody was close enough, or nobody was able to get to it in time. But he's catching up again, so you're doing well. I'll do one more race. Now I'm going to go to Dover. See, well, that's if it gets voted, of course, but still. That name's too small to even read. You can almost read that. Well, you can read it, but it's very barely. So that's one that had so much writing you can even see it, which was that one. If you can zoom in and then send me a picture on what it was, then do send me a picture. It's this one, Dover. I've raced on this game on Dover, so it's one of those tracks where you have to go slow on turns, otherwise you're not going to make it. So it's one of these limited tracks. Strange how on this game, on the race, you don't have any of these nice little button and stripe thingies come up, but they do happen on free play, because I sort of like them on free play, and I think they make a fine addition on the race one. It's really handy that you can go through the other Nascars. I think that's quite nice. So since I failed the last time, I have to win once at most. Now I think I'm the only one that's at the 3rd lap. I hope so, because I think everybody was getting lapped, and because of how tight I think I was slapping everybody. So I hope nobody else is on lap 3. They probably are getting to lap 3, but then I'll get to the next lap before they can get to that lap. That's what I'm hoping, at least. Like, I could be in 3rd for all I know, or last. But then I haven't seen anybody pass me, so I think that's highly unlikely, do you? And yep, I was in 1st the whole time. So that's 16 wins. I think I'll try to get to 20 this time, but if I don't do it in 3 races, then I'm just going to end the video, because it's just getting ridiculous now. Okay, I just like to. Now we're going to Bristol. I was going to pick that, but then more people was voting for Bristol, so. But always respawn your car, because it could be glitchy, so you never know. It's what I do all the time, at least. Oh, it's a small track. I know whether it's a small track or not by that. I think this was the track I was saying this is like the Florida 500s, and then ended up it's actually, I don't think it is. At least not in similarity, because it just seems too small to be the Florida 500. It's just too small for it. Especially because there's like double pits on each side, so you can like pit on one side of the track and pit on the other. So I think I'm not in first, so best of three, that 3 rounds. If I don't do it in one of those 3, then yeah. I do not like the small tracks. They make things too hard for the race. I'm sure people are just wanting to reset the race because their car is broken. Or they wasn't able to get into the race in time. No, nobody's car is broken. I think they didn't get because they want to get into the race. Sorry people, but unless everybody or most people vote, then you're not going to be able to race until the next round. Though I began playing this today, I was getting really angry on this game with the race mode, because there would be a race, it would say there's a race going on, but it wasn't a race going on. So it would get me really angry because there wasn't a race going on, but it said it was going on, or I didn't see any races, so it wasn't going on. So that's when I finally saw the first race, which was saying race in progress, and there was races there. I was very happy. I think this one's is a oval. I hope. Let's hope it's an oval, because if it's not, I'm gonna be angry. Yep, I can safely say it's an oval. Oh, it's not. Well, I know how the racetracks will be, at least. That will be the good thing. Be glad I know how the racetrack is from how far I've gotten. Now I'm going to actually do this racetrack slowly, because that's pretty much the best way to do this racetrack, if you go slow, because at least then you can navigate. Oh, there's a wall. I thought now I was going to test that on the last time we went on this track, but I didn't want to do it because I knew we would be cheating. So the creators are clever with this, so I'm not going to take this turn too fast, otherwise I'll hit the wall. And sometimes if you press P, which is the parking brake, which basically makes you brake on this game. This is from what I know from free play. If you press P, then your car becomes broken, and then you can't drive it. You have to respawn it. And I think if you do that in drive, because you can't respawn your car, which I think should be a feature. If you can't respawn your car, then you're pretty much stuck there until the race is ended. Now I'm not going to try and go to max speeds or go to really fast, because I do not want to crash, because you know what happened the last time I did that. I ended up doing a crash. Right. We just did 360 without moving. You've got to take that away. I don't want the track like how it is right now, because it's just that complicated. Unless it was like the 2005 Nascar game, like it was. This track is full of surprises, isn't it? think I'm going to end the video here because it's that stressful. No one just wants this track to be removed because of how hard the track is. And although I understand this is still in development, I don't know if this is actually how the track is going to end up. I don't know if this track is actually complete or it's just like this for development. All this part of the track is actually broken and they're doing this until they can fix it. Then this is officially the track I never want in the game. So unless it's from what I just said, I do not want it in the game. So I'm going to end the video here and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.